looks of it. Welcome back. Sorry for missing a week there, but we're back at it once again. I'm feeling a lot better. I was actually feeling a little under the weather last week. But we are bringing it back here for the Fast Renegade Pro Cup Series season, which is starting to get pretty deep into the second half here. And it's going to be a tricky one. It's the Indy road course at the Brickyard. Got 17 drivers ready to take it on. See what they can do for 29 laps around this twisting, turning, all around this crazy road course. And calling the action once again with me, we got Ellie Leora back once again.
Back again, tell a friend, what's up, what's shaking. And I'm not going to pull my good evening Vietnam card. Oh wait, I just did.
You had to get that somewhere in there, I know that.
Yes!
So.
It wouldn't be a broadcast if I pulled the good evening Vietnam card, so come on.
For you, it's good evening Vietnam, and for me, it's take care, bye for now.
Yes.
But this is going to offer these drivers quite a different challenge, wouldn't you say?
I would definitely agree to that one. It would be a challenge, and it's already looking like it. Is that cutting the course lap on Moyers?
Let me see here. Oh, for sure. You are not running that lap normally.
Okay.
Although you also have Matt Watkins taking the oval at the moment. Some guys just kind of messing around here in the final practice session, but qualifying is complete. And on pole is going to be Jacob Smetana in the 42, a pretty familiar place for him on these road courses. Starting up front by about 1.2 seconds over Randall Coleman starting in second. We know that those two can get it done on these road courses. We saw with the show that they put on at Sonoma. We'll see if they're able to do it again. Matt Watkins and Cody Luke will be third and fourth. Great qualifying run for that number 8 car. Sean Romero and Ediver Leal will be the third row. Thomas Philbrick and Tyler Stallhood, and then Toby Roberson, who was with me in the booth for that Sonoma race. And then also for a couple others this season, Billy Ryan will be rounding out the top 10 starting here tonight. Also in the field will be Greg Lovell, James Moore, Benjamin Snyder, Sean Whitehill, Jeff Dixon, Oscar Ramos, and the always fast Josh Moyers. Matt Watkins coming off of 2 wins in a row here at both in New Hampshire and then last week at the race that we missed, Pocono. So let's see if maybe he can try to pull off 3 in a row, although he does admit road course is not exactly his strength. So we'll probably be looking at the 42 and the 9 for the most competitive on a track like this. I don't know, Allie, any favorites for you?
Drivers.
Like you said, Randall and Santana are the top 2 for my opinion as well, and your black screen, so you might want to go to live feed.
Oh yeah, I'm pulling that up right now. But thank you for the call out, bro. I did that at one race earlier this season.
We did it at Watkins Glen too.
I don't remember exactly where it was for me, but yeah, I did. There was a race where I missed probably 20 laps because I forgot to switch over the screens. So
I think it was. I thought it was my favorite road course. Wow, my favorite short track of North Wilkesboro.
That may have been it. I think that was it. I forget if you were in the booth with me there or if it was.
Yes, I was.
Okay,
I was in there with you for Wilkesboro. Yeah.
So the field taking shape here. We got Ford Chevy on the front row here, and then Toyota Chevy, and then another Chevy and Ford once again. So there's a wide variety of manufacturers up here. The command has been given. So 29 laps. Pit window looking to be probably about 15, 17 laps range. Maybe a little bit more than that. So depending on the tire wear, in which case then you might want to favor the 2-stop strategy, but looks like a 1-stop should be plenty doable. There's going to be an interesting pit road to get onto, but pit road speed will be 50 miles per hour for tonight. The field is going to come onto the front straightaway here, in the opposite direction as compared to normal, but Hey, it's the road course. Anything can happen, but we're going to have some fun. 42 and 9, going to lead them to the green.
Oh,
and that was fast.
That was quick.
Oscar Ramos pointing the wrong direction. We'll see if they're going to restart it here or not. Looks like they won't. It's a little 3-wide action around mid-pack there, but everyone's going to settle it down. Not quite looking as crazy as the final restart of the Cup race earlier today. But looking up ahead there, and Randall Coleman has taken the lead away from the 42. Top 5 remaining pretty much the same there, and everyone navigating that first pretty much flat out chicane there. Navigating around Benjamin Snyder, who gets doored by James Moore.
Oh,
if he gets into Sean Whitehill a little bit. Yeah, that 92 has always been a little bit of a spitfire whenever he comes out to one of these road courses.
That sounds about right.
Chicken up toward the front here. Randall Coleman from second on the grid. Looks like he will lead the first lap around here. Jacob Smetana will be second. Watkins and Luke and Liao, who was going to make it to the top 5 here. Tyler Stallhood, a pretty big slide out of the final corner there. And there's Josh Moyers further back there already, making up a lot of ground. Looks like he might be able to get up into the top 10 here pretty quickly.
Battle for the lead up here. It was looking like it.
Greg Lovell's going to give that up there, but yeah, Smetana is definitely there. Of course, early in the race, 29 laps, definitely not a short race, but not going to be a very long one either. Looking at about a minute 20 per lap here. And if we don't get any cautions, that will click off here pretty quick. So,
and Greg's in the tires.
Already someone in trouble there, and it is the 088. That car already looking a little bit worse for wear. We'll try and get a very quick look to see exactly what happened. And it looks like just is lighting up the rear tires a little bit over that chicane, tried to stop and didn't hit it very hard, so should be okay, but of course that's going to be a fair bit of track position lost. And yeah, that's actually a fair amount of damage.
That's a lot. Yeah, the right side is definitely pancaked. I mean, he even nosed it into the wall too, the tire wall too, with the hood, so.
Yeah, we'll see if maybe he got any engine damage from that. Yeah, these tires are the last thing that you want to hit. See Oscar Ramos starting to try to make up some ground. Front 2 starting to pull away just a little from the guys behind them there in 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And then they've got a gap back to Tyler Stallhood and Thomas Philbrick. That's 7th and 8th. Excuse me, 6th and 7th, although it's about to be 7th and 8th with the run that Josh Moyers just got on them there from last on the grid all the way up to 6th. He's going to be able to clear
is
the 27th.
Incredible.
Not quite clear yet.
There it is.
It will get clear here through the chicane at the back of the track. A little off-track excursion there for Philbrick. Going to keep it pointing straight though in the FCRD number 23. I heard a big whoa. What?
So Tana and Randall are almost trading paint for the lead again.
Shades of Sonoma, perhaps?
That's about right.
As they come around to complete the 3rd lap, taking lap 4. Top 5, you see them all there in that shot. Still credit to Watkins and Cody Luke, just holding their own right now. Trying to see what they might be able to do. Still got Jeff Dixon back here in this fight for 7th through 10th. Got throwback colors for the number 14, going back to Toby Roberson and Billy Ryan. That's going to be 11th and 12th. Greg Lovell still chugging along there In 13th, and it's James Moore, Sean Whitehill, and Oscar Ramos. And Benjamin Snyder just holding his own out there for the time being.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
Calling it now, it'll be like within maybe 1 or 2 laps until that 92 is lapped.
It looks like it could fall that way. Checking up front here, Randall Coleman doing a great job of getting off of some of these corners. He's ran a couple of them wide, which has certainly opened the door a bit for the 42. But he's been getting some great launches off the corners thus far. So he's trying to maintain that gap for the time being. Fairly similar lap times that last time. A little bit faster for that Hooters number 42. A little wide there again for the number 9. And golly, if these two are this close come the end of the race, oh boy, you know the gloves are going to be coming off.
Yeah. I mean, these two, when it comes to road courses, have been amazing, and it's showing again here tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We haven't seen Nick Gunther here for a bit, but know that he was pretty good on these road courses. As a little wide goes Coleman again. Right on the bumper now is the 42. Going to come through some of the lowest speed sections of the entire course. And again, there's that launch off that Coleman gets. Gets about that car length or two that he's looking for. Kick around the rear end if he doesn't spin it. But to the inside goes the 42, but now that's going to give Randall the preferred line through turn 14. That's going to allow him to hold on to it. Boy, he got that thing a little too sideways.
Yeah, that thing was dancing all over the place. Trying to break dance out there, Randall. Dive bomb and success.
Right as sticky keys popped up. Thanks for that. But new leader is going to be the 42, Jacob Smetana from the pole. And Matt Watkins is still right there behind these guys waiting to pounce. And don't blink now, but Josh Moyers just ran the quickest lap out of anyone up here in the top 5.
Oh, wow. Unbelievable. From dead last to the top 5. Top 10. So,
I'm going to be knocking on a top 5 here pretty shortly. It has to be the quickest lap of the race thus far. He ran a 1:21.3.
Literally by 4 tenths, if not more. Yeah.
So now this is where Coleman up front here is just going to need to try to settle down a little bit, just trying to maintain that gap, but he is still, it looks like he's just out breaking himself that little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if I were Randall, I would get into a rhythm and settle it down a bit.
Yeah, I think that's what you're going to need to do right now. Try to maybe extend that gap between you and Matt Watkins, just so that you can have something then for when, after the first pit stop comes around, and possibly only pit stop, that you'll still be within striking distance of this 42. And that is exactly what you're going to need to do in order to try to keep up with him.
I mean, my advice, probably get 2 tires and try to outsmart the strategy on Santana a little bit, but who knows?
Oh boy, that would be pretty risky. If, depending on what the tire wear looks like, that could be a bit iffy. As Josh Morris just ran in the 120s. 120.8 that last lap. He is going to be chomping at the bit to try to get past his 09.
Would being a man on a mission be the correct statement?
Take him out. Ooh. That was way too close for comfort there. Leal getting way sideways, was able to correct it and keep it going straight.
Wow.
Going through some of the rest of the field here, Jeff Dixon has gotten ways ahead of everyone behind him there, as it looks like could have possibly been some trouble for a couple of drivers. Checking back up front here, Randall Coleman getting closer again. After running a phenomenal lap there, 1:21.2. But again, slides it just that bit too much. We've caught the 92.
Snyder needs to yield here.
Oh boy, this is not a good place to do it. An all but flat out chicane there. Coleman might be able to pounce here though. Ooh, look at him trying to outbrake him.
Yeah.
Not gonna work though. Smetana had the inside line and they are gonna keep right where they're at. And then Watkins and Cody.
Oh, Philbrick retired.
Trying to get through there. Thomas Philbrick out of the race in the 23. I'm going to keep my eye here on the 15 and 92 just to make sure that everything goes smoothly.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at here too. Oh, Snyder just blinked it a little bit. Oh
blink
boy.
There, and he is not yielding whatsoever.
This could get big and ugly.
Yeah, you know that blue flag is going to be out for him. Oh boy.
Wow.
He is actually playing it very defensively. I don't think that that's going to get a lot of praise. Look at, whoa! I think that was kind of a desperation move as Cody Luke is going to spin Watkins. That might actually be the yellow. Is the caution out here? It doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it to me either.
Now here's a question. Did Moyers get some of that tire barrier there, and does he have damage?
Let me take a look here, and I'll tell you or not. But if that was no damage, oh my gosh.
I don't think it's going to be much damage for Watkins, but you know that they're all probably going to be a little less than amused with the 92. We're going to have another quick look here to see exactly what took place. I mean, look at the dive bomb that. I mean, I think Moyers was just knowing what the 92 was doing, and he was like, "No, I'm not putting up with this." And then they all just trying to defend their position and.
Oh my god! I am looking from the pit lane Watkins. 1 on Moyer. I am not seeing any damage on that right side.
That is spectacular.
All I can say is, as I quote Kyle Petty here, that's incredible.
That was incredible. A little sketchy. And I'm sure that there will not be some pleasant words coming that 92's way anytime soon.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, first Sonoma and now this.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's just how it falls sometimes. Edinburgh Leal has taken advantage of that, is now up to 4th. And we got Cody Luke and Jeff Dixon has also benefited from that quite a bit. Up to 6. Might be looking for a top 5 here. He's able to try to make a move on the 8, but he's going to swing it wide, try to hold it straight. Wants a little bit of that ground. Boy.
Well, I stand corrected. It looks like it's a little scrape on the 68, but not too much.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that that's a tire barrier there, so if he didn't get anything from that, I would have been very surprised.
It's just a little scrape, but I'm very impressed with that. Holy moly.
Whew. Yeah, I think that he kind of dove a little too aggressively there. But, I mean, still kept it straight. Not going to affect him lap-wise too much by the looks of it. Just ran a 22.0, albeit the top 2 just ran low to mid-21s.
I mean, Moyers is a man on a mission from starting last to up here into 3rd now. My goodness.
That is phenomenal to see.
That is a gain of plus 14, if I do say so myself.
Looking like he's going to be the biggest move of the race. We're still checking in 4th through 7th. Jeff Dixon actually going to get to the inside there and get around Cody Luke, who ran pretty wide there for the first part of that chicane. So move the 14 up into the top 5. If he doesn't outbreak himself.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that was a big outbreak right there. Matt Watkins also gets by the 8. Oh, man. Diving it just that little bit too late. And that's all it takes.
Yeah.
That is all it takes. If you break just a few feet later, and the next thing you know, you're going to be careening toward the grass.
Speaking of careening into the grass, there goes Snyder.
92 in possible trouble as 42 is starting to extend the gap to Randall Coleman.
Mean, I don't think Snyder's making any friends out here at all.
Oh boy, did he just get into somebody?
He almost cut off Greg.
Oh boy.
Yeah, let's just say that's not going to be a fun one if you cut off Greg. I can tell you that much.
I don't think you're going to be fun if you're cutting anyone off here. I
mean, he's trying to cut off. And he just got into Billy.
He is going to spin the 11. Boy, we were right on that one when it happened. Oh, look out.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
That is
no offense
not...
to Snyder. I know he's trying his best out there, but there does come a point, and I can't exactly throw my 2 cents into it too much, but there does come a point where you just have to say it's getting dangerous.
I totally agree. I mean, looking back, yeah, Snyder hit Billy in the door and then just kept on turning.
Yeah, I think that he's so focused on just trying to keep his car where he needs to that he's not even aware that there are other people around him.
Yeah, he hit him square in the door, and then Billy got loose because of it, and then Snyder just ended up spinning him around.
Oh my goodness. The entire top 3 just ran within 14 1,000ths of a second of each other.
Oh my goodness.
That's pretty impressive.
That is.
Yeah, Moyers does not look worse for wear at all. He ran in 21.4 the lap before that, so his car should be just fine. Just going to be a matter of trying to get up to this number 42. Which, I mean, if you're playing the strategy game, you're probably looking to pit within the next lap or two, pretty much split the race up the middle, as he's going to put James Moore a lap down in the 03. That was a little easier that time.
Yeah.
We're trying to stay out of the way there. Of course, that's not a good place to catch lap traffic. Snyder coming off pit road here.
We'll see if it's a pit stop or if he's going to just end up parking it. I'll tell you here in a minute or two.
We're keeping our eye on the 42 and the 9 here. Again, that gap that was definitely growing there for a bit. Now it looks like it may have stabilized. If anything, it may have shrunk a smidge. We'll take a look at the lap times here as they take lap 14, pretty much right around halfway. And very similar, about a tenth quicker for Coleman there, but very similar. Lap times 21.8 to a 21.7.
It is indeed a pit stop on the 92.
James Moore, 22.0. Checking back here, 4th through 7th. Jeff Dixon, currently the one occupying the top of that chain. And then followed by Watkins, Cody Luke, and Ediver Leal. Looks like no real penalty for the 8, despite turning the 15. I know those guys, they raced with each other pretty much day in, day out for years, so. And as Zach Rogers said, take a shot every time I mention guys that raced with each other a lot, so.
I'll take a shot of energy drink right now.
I was going to say, that might not be a bad play. Jeff Dixon runs wide again through that corner. That seems to be his trouble spot.
Yeah. Very much so.
So that is 4th now for the 15. It has recovered up there rather nicely. Going to give credit to a guy who's been pretty quiet here, but just running solidly top half of the field. And that is Sean Romero in the 71. Looking for a pretty decent points day there. This is Jeff Dixon getting a little sideways there. But checking back up front, another 10th gained for Smetana. That gap looking like it's looking pretty consistent. Josh Moyers did fall back that time.
Is it me, or if you go to the rear chase on the 42, it looks like a buckle on the hood?
On the 9?
On the 42.
Oh, on the 42.
Yeah, it looks like
I couldn't imagine.
it definitely looks like it's a hood
I
buckle.
see what you mean. I think I see what you're seeing here from TV1, but I can't imagine that would be anything more than maybe just graphical.
Probably.
I'm not sure what he would have hit.
Toby's hitting pit road right now too, by the way.
See who else might
Same
be
with
hitting pit road here.
um
Sean Whitehall,
yes,
maybe. Nope, he just
yeah,
stayed
all
out of
hit
the
is
way
also
there.
on pit road.
I'm actually very surprised that the 42 and the 9 have both stayed out here. But looking to try and go a little further. Their tires definitely aren't showing it. That's for sure. A 21.3 for Smetana.
Oh, and there goes more.
Only a tenth off of his fastest lap.
Casual half spin for more, I would say, even though it was off the bumper of the 09.
I'm seeing a lot of smoke right there, that's for sure.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Most likely.
Damn it, Allie, stop with the puns.
It's you. I know that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, very true.
Josh Myers also stayed out there. That's actually also surprising. I was thinking that maybe someone was going to try for the undercut. But with these lap times, I don't think the undercut's going to be a thing. So we'll see. We are coming to 13.
Oh, Oscar kind of wheel hopped to go into one of the corners, too, a little bit.
13 laps to go this time by. Smetana is going to bring it in. Coleman is not. Alright, so maybe the overcut might be the way to go. We'll see here. So around goes Coleman. He's going to retake the lead for the time being. 68 brings it in, but spins it and hits the wall on the entrance. And we'll see if maybe that's going to be some more damage. Matt Watkins, Cody Luke, Jeff Dixon are all going to bring it in. Ediver Leal's going to remain on the track. Well, some more contact there that Cody Luke getting on. But everyone going to keep going. And it didn't look like there was really any harm or foul there. So now here's the question. How is this going to impact the gap? With Coleman staying out this extra lap. We'll see if he's going to maybe try and go for another one. Smetana now out of the pits. Got clean racetrack ahead of him. So that should help him out quite a bit. Billy Ryan is in.
Kendall's coming in,
And
by the way.
Rainbow is going to bring it in. So just a lap later. And try and be aggressive here on pit entry. Gets it down nicely. Checking back for where Smetana is.
Oh, snap. Toby blew a piston.
Maybe coming through final couple corners here. Out of the race is going to be Toby Roberson with some engine trouble. That's going to be a stinger.
Yeah, very much so.
So Coleman just now pulling into his stall. Send Smetana around the last corner. And it looks like he's going to be able to hold on to this lead without any problem. Boy, he's actually going to extend it a significant amount.
Oh, hello, nurse.
Wow.
He gone.
He is gone. My goodness. I can't believe he gained that much. That's incredible. Wow. And now Coleman's going to have some traffic to deal with here with the 50 and the 11.
Once this resets, I want to call it now probably at least 4 seconds, if not 5.
Oh, that's going to be at least 5 by the looks of it. Whoa, boy, a big lockup there, trying to avoid some of those guys there. Actually, look at how much Josh Moyers gained on him.
Wow.
That gap was pretty significant earlier, and now it's almost nothing. So, don't know if Randall just didn't quite have it for that lap, or if he was just too conservative coming in there. I was saying he was being aggressive, but I was watching him pull it in there fairly gingerly. But now he might be in the clutches of Josh Moyers for second place here.
Waiting on Randall here. Wow, we were both off 7 seconds.
7-second gap. And that gap is probably only about 1.5 or 2 seconds between him and the 68.
Yeah. My goodness. Whoa!
The Smetana quite a ways out there. Just going to need to keep it clean at this point and hope for no caution.
Yeah, he just about wrecked it coming off that part of 6 with that little curb.
Oh, yeah, the curb of doom from last year.
Yeah, which is now a concrete curb this year.
Probably for the better.
Yes, so it don't come up anymore.
Exactly. So I'm going to be monitoring this gap here between second and third. It looks like that's going to be the main race. Matt Watkins is currently running in 4th place ahead of Cody Luke, who rounds out the top 5. Edver Leal is 6th. Jeff Dixon has fallen a little ways back here to 7th. And you pick up Romero, just kind of running all by his lonesome. And you got to go quite a ways back here. Greg Lovell up to 9th. It's a pretty decent recovery after hitting the tire barrier a little earlier. Top 10 being rounded out by Tyler Stallhood, who just went a lap down.
Wow. Either Randall gained 2 seconds or something. My gosh.
He did gain 2 seconds, so 23-1 to a 21-1. But he's going to have to do that more than a few times if he's going to have any shot. Josh Moyers with a respectable 21-6, but still lost ground to the 9, who you know is going to be on a mission to try to do whatever he can to catch this 42, who's navigating a little bit of traffic. That may have actually been what held him up a bit.
Yeah.
With James Moore staying out of the way. But yeah, possibly Stallhood may have held him up a little more than he was hoping. Gonna have Greg Lovell in his sights here soon. And there's gonna be 9 to go. And if he could just keep it clean, that's all he's really gonna need to do.
Exactly.
Stallhood running wide there to let Coleman past him. We'll get a comparison of the lap times this time. A 21-7 for Smetana, 21-6 for Coleman. Still a 10th, but that's going to need to be a little more if he's going to gain anything. Whoa, man, look at that lock up there. 21-5 for Moyers.
They're literally right on top of one another.
Yeah, as far as lap times, that was pretty much all even within 2/10. So this is looking like Smetana's to lose at the moment. Of course, they're all catching the 92, and, well, anything can happen with that.
Oh, without a doubt.
And have a race for 6th then between the 14 and the 09. Not anymore. Jeff Dixon just parked it.
Wow.
I am very surprised at that. Oh boy.
I am too. Hold on to your breath.
Oh, he's going to swing it over that curb there. And Smetana's going to go to the outside. It's not the most ideal way to do it.
Oh,
he's going to get doored and into the wall.
Are you kidding me? You have got to be kidding me.
I know that Randall's probably not going to complain about that too much, although, okay, there you go. Now he let up quite a bit. But now Randall's going to have to try to get past him, and of course the 42 is still going to have the 088 to deal with here soon. Greg, though, he'll jump out of the way do whatever he has to do.
Man, all I can say is this: I am not impressed by the slightest.
Oh boy, and yep, Randall had to check up there. That 92 has made no friends tonight.
No, he has not.
Runs it wide. That's not going to hinder Moyers at all, at least. Hui. Golly, I feel like we're going to have a heart attack every time I see that.
Yeah. I mean, here's what I don't understand here. Honestly, I mean, if you're a lap car, aren't you supposed to race leaders with respect?
Well, I mean, if it's like coming to like a stage end or something, and you want to stay on the lead lap, then fine, I can see trying to race them somewhat. But this has been caution free. There have been no problems, no nothing. So, I just think it mainly comes down to Snyder probably just being a little bit out of his element on the road course and trying to hold it straight and keep it on the track and just not knowing what's around him. Because that's more than once that's happened. And it just so happened to be the leader this time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just at a loss for words.
Yeah, you don't want to see it, that's for sure.
No, you don't, but definitely, like, all right, like, I mean, whoa, speaking of him, did he just beach it?
92?
Yeah.
Well, he's still going on my end. I mean, he's gained 2 spots. So.
Yeah, but what I mean by beaching it, I mean he went off into the cat litter.
Oh, yeah, that probably happened a couple times. For a few guys. We're coming to 6 laps to go this time. Jacob Smetana was still able to run a 21.4 despite being put in the wall coming to the start of that last lap. This time by is going to be 21.8. Randall Coleman, boom! 20.7.
Oh, hell, that's his fastest lap of the race, too, and that's faster than Moyers.
That is the fastest lap of the race.
Well, dang.
And that closed a full second on the 42. Although he lost a second that last lap. The gap, which I will pull up here, currently shown as 3.8 seconds. So it's not over yet. But man, Coleman is going to have to keep laying those down. And that is not easy.
That is definitely not easy at all.
I mean, credit to Moyers. He is doing an incredible job here in third after starting last. And still within striking distance of the 9 should something happen. It's going to be 5 laps to go, this time by in a caution-free race, but a pretty chaotic one no less.
That's for sure.
Greg Lovell gets out of the way for the 9. And across the yard of bricks, and Smetana responds with a 20 of his own. 20.9. 21.3 for Coleman. And Coleman has to be thinking, come on, what do I have to do?
Oh, no!
Not spin, that's what you shouldn't do.
Speaking of the gap, where's the weed? Because it's 420.
420. Nice.
Very nice.
A little slower there for Moyers, so this front 3, yep, 420. Very nice indeed. This front 3 is looking pretty locked up at the moment. You gotta go quite a ways back to Matt Watkins
Randall.
here. Gotta go quite a ways back to Matt Watkins here. And Cody Luke, they are 4th and 5th, about a second separating those guys. And then Ediver Leal currently running in 6th place. If he doesn't get in any trouble with the 92, he does not. And Sean Romero is currently 7th. After the surprise retirement from Jeff Dixon.
That was very surprising.
4 to go. At the stripe. And Smetana is laying down the hammer at this point. And he just gained a ton, almost 2 seconds there, so. Looking good for another road course win for the Roadmaster of the season. Just checking on through the field here to see what other battles we might have going on. Looks like the main one's going to probably end up being for 4th place here between Watkins and Luke. 15 and 8, respectively. As they are just now taking the stripe. And you get by Tyler Stallhood there on the front straightaway.
Is he stuck in 3rd gear?
Who's that?
Tyler.
Oh, Stallhood. Oh, that might be possible. May have lost 4th. Yeah, that's always something to bear in mind on these road courses. Losing a gear is always a strong possibility.
That is very true. I mean, I just want to see if it's true.
I mean, you won't be getting up to high speed on either of these 2 main straightaways, which at least there's only 2 of them, but they are pretty long ones.
Yeah,
so.
He's fluctuating between 100 and 101 miles an hour. That's what I'm seeing, but...
And yeah, there's no way that... There's no way that he's got 4th gear. Checking back up to the front here with 3 laps to go. Another half-second gain for Coleman with another phenomenal 20 lap. But a 21.3 is going to be more than enough for the 42 if he keeps laying down laps like that. He's got a little hairy there between the 71 and the 92.
Why am I not surprised?
Gap starting to grow a little bit between the 15 and the 8. But the 8 certainly not giving up, and he's trying to get back up there, keep making a bit of an interesting battle. All by himself right now, out of early on the 09. Going to be a great run there. Same will go for Sean Romero. We'll be looking at a P7 here.
Pretty solid if I do say so myself.
I'm going to say right now, the top 8 are the 8th place has been lapped.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. 2 laps to go from the Brickyard and the road course on it. Oh, I think we have a spin out there. Oh, it's right in front of the leader, and that was Snyder and James Moore there. James Moore, a little unhappy bump to the 92. Coleman going to fly by there. He ran another 20. 21-1. For the 42 there. Whoa, big fella.
Trying to pull a Kurt Busch from Coda there, Snyder?
Yeah, credit to James Moore for keeping it safe.
That's why, yeah, the field goal was good, but that was too close for comfort.
It just about hit the uprights as we are coming to the white flag.
Yes.
Caution-free race, but certainly a very hectic one, to say the least. As the white flag is in the air over the yard of bricks. Looks like Coleman gaining a fair bit there. Actually, not that much. They both actually lost a fair amount of lap time. All 3 of them did, for that matter. I think they're all just settled into like, well, I think this is where we're going to stay, so I might as well just try to keep
enjoy
pointing
it
in the right direction.
Yeah, try to enjoy it.
I know someone's going to be enjoying this. Jacob Smetana, you got another W on the season. New Hampshire, you felt like he may have lost one there. He was the dominant car. He was looking awfully fast. But then just some bad luck and some not so good spots send him further back. But he's going to get one back here.
shall we say the one at New Hampshire was the one that got away?
It got away, but he's getting it right back again. Gonna
Redemption.
round the final few corners coming up here. Just about catching 7th place. What a dominant performance. Of course, he didn't lead all the way. Had to battle with Coleman there for a little while. But at the end of the day, Jacob Smetana is going to reign supreme and kiss the yard of bricks. And there you have it for the Hooters Ford, doing it again. Winning yet another road course race. Randall Coleman going to finish second. I just noticed the flag man has 2 flags.
Yeah, I noticed that when we went green.
That's kind of cool. 3rd place podium finish for Josh Moyers. An incredible drive. And checking on that battle for 4th, it could get a little spicy. Cody Lou got a little close there, but great drive off of Matt Watkins. He will hold on to that 4th place. But an amazing top 5, though, for that Dale Jr. car. And Cody Luke, the Budweiser machine. We have to go a little ways back here. Ediver Leal will be coming across the line to finish in 6th place. And then there's Sean Romero rounding the final few corners here to finish the last car in the lead lap in P7. But Smetana has done it once again. Bringing it home on the road course, bringing it around one last time. I imagine probably going to be burning it down across this yard of bricks here.
Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
But man, that was crazy. For a caution-free race. That's
Look at this. Randall coming up alongside just to give it a little donut.
A little congratulatory. Here's your coupon to Dunkin' Donuts.
Or Krispy Kreme.
Or Krispy Kreme if you want to. Stall Hood doing a little burn down there. Just having a little fun. Oh my
goodness. The wings.
Oh, he's gonna end up upside down.
I guess you could say those
on,
wings.
Put him back up.
Put him back over. All I can say to that now is I guess those wings will be extra crispy tonight.
There we go. Back up front.
Gotta stop with these.
Oh man.
Even though, as the saying goes, it's not a broadcast without my puns.
I mean, it's you, so it's to be expected.
It is always expected, though.
Great win there for the 42. Look out for the 8. Spinning it around into the pit stall. You guys letting loose back there. Always good fun seeing them after the race like that.
Absolutely.
And a pretty quick race at that. That was only about 45 minutes.
That ain't bad at all, especially for a caution-free one. Absolutely not.
3 retirees on the night. Jeff Dixon, Toby Roberson, Thomas Philbrick. 14 drivers finishing the race. Only 7 on the lead lap, though. A little nuts there. Lap traffic certainly getting a little hairy there on more than one occasion.
Yeah.
But certainly some fun to be had. Allie, any closing thoughts on what you saw out there? Because it was a little bit of everything.
Gave me a little bit of everything. I mean, like, road courses always surprise me. I mean, the excitement's always real with them. I mean, man, absolute awesomeness out of that 42, though.
Yeah, he could not have... He really could not have driven a more perfect race there. I mean, yeah, lost the lead for a brief stint there. I see a couple of guys waiting down here.
Randall and
chatted with.
Yeah, Randall and Josh are actually waiting.
Does not have a mic, so I guess we might as well get some.
User was moved to your
we might as
channel.
well get some folks in
User
here
was
to
moved to your channel.
chat with them. The other podium finishers.
Bring them
Why
on
not?
up.
So, Randall, we'll start with you here. second place, led a little bit there. Um, but man, it seemed like that at 42 just it was hard to catch him, but you laid down some laps, the fastest lap of the race there. Uh, how you feeling, and anything else you could have done there?
I'm a little disappointed myself. I mean, we missed pit road when everybody else was pitting, and I kind of had to try to save a little bit to get it back around. And I think that was a little bit of the difference maker. I felt we were pretty close to being competitive with the 42 tonight. Like you said, we were up front. We led some laps there early. Um, Unfortunately, I mirror drive a little bit too much and overran a couple turns and let him by me. And then I kind of settled back in and was able to run there with him. Um, but I never really realized the fuel issue and just a little bit too late. So other than that, I'll take second place. You know, we had a good run tonight. The 42, like you said, he was on it. I thought we were making a little run there at the end. You know, lap traffic kind of helped us out. I think we closed it like 3.5 seconds or something like that on him, and I kind of drove the tires off of it and kind of started losing it there at the end. But all in all, it was a good race.
Yeah, good stuff. Starting second, finish second. Can't really complain about that. So good run, man. Um, I think we'll be talking about Mr. Josh Moyers here, freaking last to third. That is a heck of a drive there, and you held the fastest lap for most of that race there. Thoughts on coming up through the field there, and even having a shot at second there for a while.
Yeah, it was a definitely an eventful first few laps, trying to get around uh, and up the order and whatnot. And once I got through, I could start setting some good laps. And but man, it's like Randall and Jacob, they could they could just run so smooth and still put good laps in. I was having to attack the corner entry and light the tires up on exit and all that stuff. So at the end of the run, they just start gapping me. But all in all, it was a great run. I'm happy with finishing third with where I started.
Yeah, credit to you, man. That takes a lot of guts to get it up there like that. So, big congrats to you both. Some great runs there. Of course, congrats to Jacob, but I won't hold you guys up here. But great
Well,
runs, great podiums.
one thing I definitely got to say though, Josh, that pass on you with a 92 against the tire wall at the end of pit road. I mean, oh my gosh, you had me like jaw dropping.
Yeah, yeah, that
Like
was
I
a
was
little.
like, when I saw that dive bomb, I was like, oh no, please make this work.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting uh, the for him to slow up as much as he did, and I was going to go around the outside, and I saw that gap close. I was like, "Uh oh," and it was either hit him or dodge the inside. I did make a little bit of contact with the tires. It gave me a little bit of damage, but I don't think it was enough to really do anything.
No, I mean, at first it didn't look like it, but then I saw a little bit of a scrape. I'm like, yeah, you'll be alright.
Yeah,
I'd say so. You had some good lap times there. But
thank you guys.
but now, yeah, great running, guys. It was a lot of fun to watch you. Now, before wrapping it up here, of course, got to thank everyone who tuned in. Thank you, Randall, for, of course, putting on the league. And huge congrats to Jacob Smetana on another road course W for the season. And, hey, I think we got one more on the season, if I'm not mistaken, at Watkins Glen.
Great.
Coming up next week. Randall, where are we at next week?
Michigan next week. We got 3 more road courses on the schedule.
Ooh, wow. Okay, 3 more. All right, awesome. But of course, yep, we'll be switching up to back over to Michigan, familiar track. So be looking forward to that one. Hopefully, we get a good turnout for that, and hopefully, you all tune in for that one as well. Thank you again, Allie, for joining me for this one.
Not a problem. Glad to be a part of it again. I mean, I enjoy it. You know that.
Oh yeah, I enjoy having you. It's always good having another familiar face in here. But for the time being, I will let everyone get rolling. Thank you for watching once again. Take care,